Hi, good afternoon. My name is Deloise Berry, and I'm doing a book review on a book that I read called Strengths-Based Leadership, Good Leaders, Teams, and Why People Follow. This book is by Tom Rath and Barry Conchie, and I'm going to explain to you about what the book is about and some objectives that we want to accomplish. The qualifications of the author, what the purpose of the book is, who was the book written for, what are the strengths and weaknesses of the book, did the authors achieve the objectives, and was it evidence-based, and do I recommend the book and to who? So some of the things about the two authors, just the credibility of the authors. For Tom Rath, they both work for Gallup, and he's been working for Gallup for 14 years. He leads the workplace research and leadership consulting, and he serves on a cancer research and patient support. He serves on the board for that. He's also known for his bestsellers as How Full Is Your Bucket and Strength Finders 2.0. He's a graduate of the University of Michigan, and he's a graduate also of the University of Pennsylvania. Barry Conchie is a leadership consultant, also with Gallup, and he assists in aligning business and talent strategies that drive business development or performance. He's an expert in executive assessment, team dynamics and diagnostics, and succession planning. So he leads the Gallup Executive Leadership Consulting team. So they both are well credible. They both are researchers, and I find that the book is based on evidence. Some of the research in the book that was done, and some of the analysis, there have been numerous studies on leadership, but in this particular book they used 5 particular leaders that they used to assess different types of leaders, different styles of leadership, and we will talk about those individual 5 in more detail on a later slide. Some research was done on why people actually follow leaders, and they also did some research on engagement surveys and type like that for employee satisfaction. So some of the overview of the strengths. Strengths are viewed as the result of maximized talent. Clifton, which is going to be someone that I'm talking about later, that developed an assessment tool, believes that talent can be operationalized and studied and capitalized in the workplace. He also views strengths as an extension of talents and associated with knowledge and skills and the ability to perform tasks consistently. And he also links strengths to analytical knowledge or intelligence. There were 3 key points in the book about effective leadership, and one of the things that they talked about was the most effective leaders are always investing in their strengths. A lot of times leaders don't know what their strengths are, and that was the purpose of reading the book, was to identify what your strengths can be. Another key point was that most effective leaders surround themselves with the right people, and then they maximize their team. And then the third key point was the most effective leaders understand their followers' needs. The 12 core elements of engagement. I'm not going to read all of these off of this slide, but basically what this is that they developed the 12 core elements that would help to engage staff and engage employees on teams. Things like I know what's expected of me, I have the tools and the resources to do my job, I have the opportunity to do what I do best every day, someone cares about me, those kind of things. It's just a kind of a real quick list of some of the things that they look for in engagement surveys when they do polls in assessments. This is the slide that I was talking about Clifton, Donald Clifton. He designed this assessment tool, and basically what this assessment tool is, what the book was about was using these tools to identify what your strengths are and then using it to capitalize on it and to also learn how to also motivate other people that could be similar to you or that could not be similar at all. So he designed this tool, and then Gallup turned around and published it. And so there's been millions of people that have taken this assessment. And the purpose of it is to identify signature themes. There's 34 signature themes that you can have. And what this assessment does is identifies the 5 top themes that you're strong in. That's what your strengths are. And then it sends you an assessment as to how to develop those strengths. I personally took the assessment, and my top 5 are achiever, responsibility, harmony, deliberator, and learner. Then whenever they have developmental suggestions intended to facilitate personal and development and growth, and it views success associated with personal talents and strengths. So all this this assessment is a very good tool to use to help you deal with other people, to help you learn how to use those strengths. Why people follow, there was a part in the book about, there was a section about why people follow leaders. And again, there was some research done, as I said in the beginning, but they picked up the 4 basic needs that a follower needs from a leader. And those 4 things comes out to trust, compassion, stability, and hope. Trust is having the bond between the employee and the leader. Compassion is caring about somebody. Stability is knowing that they can count on the leader. And so those are the things that they identified of why people follow us as leaders. So in conclusion, I want to just say that I would highly recommend this book for those that are looking to tap into their talents to grow and develop in leadership. I thought that the evidence was solid to back up the research, and I thought that the concepts of the book were very valid. And it allowed me to determine my own personal signature themes, and it helped me to grow in my leadership role, or I hope that it helps me to grow in my leadership role. As I began looking at my assessment tool, the three main talents that I had, it put me into an executing type of a leader. So each one of these categories have a different meaning, and it determines what kind of leader you are. So in conclusion, I just appreciate the time, and if you have any questions or comments, and again, this book is called Strengths-Based Leadership, Great Leaders, Teams, and Why People Follow. The author is Tom Rath and Barry Conchie. Thank you very much.